Picture this. The year is 1975. Bell-bottoms are in, disco is king, and one decent job could buy a house, a car, and maybe a vacation. It wasn't perfect, but there was a sense that hard work could build a comfortable life. One income could often support a whole family. Imagine that. Fast forward to today, 2025. We have smartphones, endless information, and cat videos galore. But families are stressed. Two incomes are often barely enough for the basics. Forget vacations. Some wonder if they can afford school supplies. Life just feels, expensive. Impossibly expensive. So, what happened? How did we go from single-income comfort to today's dual-income scramble? Why does everything, from bread to college, feel like it costs a king's ransom? This isn't just nostalgia, it's about understanding the real economic pressures families face now. The American dream feels like it's on backorder. We need to look at the numbers, the trends, and the reasons your paycheck evaporates so fast. It's time to dig into why your money disappears faster than free beer at a frat party. So, let's dive in. Let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. In 1975, the average family income was about $11,800, which equals roughly $67,000 today. Does today's average family, even with $75,000 and two earners, feel comfortable? Not really. Housing. In 1975, a median home cost about $39,300, $223,000 today. Now, try $430,000 or more. Housing costs haven't just risen, they've skyrocketed. Your grandparents might have bought a house on a factory worker's salary. Today you'd need to own the factory. Education. A year at a public college in 1975 was $600, $3,400 today. Now, over $11,000. Students start adulthood with debt that would make a 1970s loan shark blush. Cars? A new one in 1975, $4,950, $28,000 today. Now, nearly $48,000. Groceries, gas, doctor visits, costs have sprinted ahead of incomes. Incomes have crawled, but essentials have run a marathon. Many feel like they're running uphill, in the snow, chased by expensive wolves. The gap between what we earn and what we need keeps growing. In 1975, one job could cover the mortgage, groceries, and even savings. That wasn't just TV fantasy. Today, two incomes are a necessity, not a luxury. It's not about extras, it's about survival. Both parents often work full-time, sometimes multiple jobs, and still feel like they're sinking. The idea of one parent staying home is for many a distant dream. Why the shift? Inflation is part of it, but not the whole story. Prices for essentials have outpaced general inflation. If incomes had kept up, one paycheck would still go further. The structure of our economy has changed. Wages haven't kept up with the cost of living. It's like getting a raise, but everything costs double. Let's talk about inflation, the invisible force shrinking your wallet. Inflation means prices go up, and your money buys less. Sometimes it's too much money chasing too few goods, demand pull, or rising production costs, cost push. Governments printing too much money can also fuel inflation. The real problem? When prices rise faster than your wages. If your pay goes up 2%, but inflation is 5%, you're actually poorer. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. Recently, post-pandemic, supply chains tangled and prices soared. People felt the squeeze, hard. Inflation isn't just an economic term, it's why you're buying store-brand cereal. It directly impacts your standard of living. Sometimes you just want the cereal with the cartoon character. That's the dream. When inflation hits, people talk about gold. Gold's been a store of value for centuries. Governments can print money but not gold. The idea, as dollars lose value, gold's price rises, preserving your wealth. It's a financial lifeboat, at least in theory. Many see gold as a hedge against inflation, but gold isn't perfect. It doesn't pay dividends or interest. Its value can swing wildly, driven by more than just inflation. Sometimes it zigs when inflation zags, and you can't exactly buy groceries with a gold nugget. Gold can be a useful part of a diversified strategy, but it's not a magic bullet. Relying only on gold is like wearing a tinfoil hat for mind control. Comforting, but not enough. It's one tool in a big, complicated toolbox. Inflation is a big villain, but there are sneakier forces at work. Wages have stagnated, even as worker productivity has soared. Corporate consolidation means fewer companies control more, so prices stay high. Less competition means less incentive to lower prices or improve service. Financialization turns homes and education into investment assets, driving up costs. Policy decisions, tax breaks for the wealthy, deregulation, weaker worker protections, have tilted the playing field. These aren't accidents, they're choices with real consequences. The middle class's economic security has eroded over decades. It's a slow drip of changes leaving families exposed. The result, wallets that feel lighter every year. It's not all doom and gloom. Technology has exploded. Your phone is more powerful than NASA's moon computers. Access to information is instant. No more library trips for every question. This revolutionized education, communication, and global connection. Healthcare has advanced. Diseases once deadly are now manageable. Life expectancy is up, and medical science has leaped forward. Education, while expensive, is more accessible in new ways. Online courses, specialized training, and more learning options. The quality and variety of education have grown, so while your wallet cries, your brain has more opportunities. Every era has trade-offs, but progress is real. It's not all bad, just mostly financial doom and gloom. Remember, some things really are better now. Inflation matters, but the real issue is deeper. The costs of essentials, housing, healthcare, education, have outpaced wages. This isn't just bad luck, it's the result of systemic changes. Stagnant wages, corporate power, financialization, and policy choices have tilted the economy. If the system makes it harder for families to get by, the system needs fixing. Budgeting and side hustles can't solve a housing market that's tripled while wages barely budged. It's a systemic problem, not a personal failing. Solutions require rethinking how the economy works for everyone. We need policies for fairer wages, more competition, and accessible essentials. It's about fixing the dam, not just handing out more buckets. So, was life actually better in 1975? The stability of one earner supporting a family is appealing, but let's not romanticize the past. 1975 had its own problems: limited opportunities for women and minorities, primitive technology, and less advanced healthcare. Every era has trade-offs. Today, the economic squeeze is real, but better is subjective. Is it better to have a smartphone and student debt, or a rotary phone and affordable housing? The real question is what we value as a society, and how we structure our economy to reflect those values. We've gained technology and freedoms, but lost economic security for many. Maybe we're just tired of running so hard to stay in place. What do you think?